Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back along to another episode of Dairyman Story. My name as always is Frank, and you join me at the start of what's going to be a very busy day. We're just refilling the feeder, ready for this afternoon's feed up. Everything has been done so far, but we'll always like to do, get off the edge of the fork there, will you? What I'd like to do is make sure that everything is full up anyway, and that we're able to just get it straight away with the feed. And that is the last bales that I need to put into there, which will close that up. That's wonderful. We'll just square ourselves back up there a little bit as well. And then yeah, we're going to knock off the 7810, which is purring away as you can hear. Today, I'm just going to leave this here because we're going to need this in just a moment. Let's just jump back in. There we go, just let it simmer down. Excellent, so what we'll do, we'll just take this out of the way. We're going to do a few little jobs with the cattle today around the yard, and then we're going to get some slurry spread as well. So, in order to do that, we just need to park this out of the way first. And then we'll be able to get ourselves moving around a little bit. We're going to take the 6630 with the muck trailer on. We're just going to shift a little muck, probably just a trailer of muck out the back of the building, I think. We're not going to take it very far. We're just going to take it down to the store over there, but that should be sufficient. For what we need to do, for sure, that should be plenty. Get around there, square that up. And yeah, we're just going to park this out of the way here for now. It's getting really nice and dry here. It's a beautiful sunny morning once again. This is the second day in a row we've had great weather. Last week or so since we last spoke, it's been good, but today and yesterday have been brilliant. As you can see, not a cloud in the sky. We may even find ourselves soon getting the plow on the 77 so we can get cracking along with that one. And we'll see how it all comes together. So, all being well, hopefully we'll get some more work done sooner rather than later. But we'll go put the loader back into here. Oh, there we go. And we'll just bring that all the way around. Happy days. Now you're gonna have to move, lady. We'll leave that there for a moment. And then so yeah, we're gonna get the 66 over. Now you'll see that both of the newer John Deeres are parked up here. We have got the 68 is on the Joskin, ready to rock and roll. We'll be getting that out later. We are going to go down to the lagoon that we were working on. Get some slurry out into the ground there. It is now within calendar dates that we can do so. But first of all, let's have a look at the 66. It has some new shoes. We've been able to get this the tyres changed. We took delivery of those yesterday. We are on Michelin's like this, like the 68 as well. And these are not quite as wide because, well, we don't need to spend quite as much money. They are expensive. The 68 as well does a lot of the drilling work, so that it wants that larger ground pressure, or lower ground pressure, sorry. Whereas the 6630 there does not need that. So we put a little bit slimmer tires on. Be curious to see how it handles those. We got our front weights in as well, so we got those installed. I think you'll find it looks a treat there right now. And I'm very happy with how that's all coming together. So we are going to be using this today, just for a little quick muck cart, and then we will be into the big sister. Now we do need to get some mud guards, front fenders for this. I'm still waiting for those to arrive. That's the next thing. I don't really like not having them, but needs must sometimes. Now there's a gate there I need to watch out for. Let's bring it a little wider. There it is. Never would have been able to live that one down. So we're going to be a little bit busy today. Terry is not with us, unfortunately. He's not very well, so it's just me. So that's why I'm not going to muck this entire shit out, just to take a trailer load away from the gateway for now. And that should just about keep us running. Let's just pull that straight about there. Wonderful. And we'll get this filled up with the mighty tiger bouse, and then we're good to go. You are really not wanting to move, are you, lady? Go around about maybe here. This is going to be a bit annoying. Okay. The benefits of having such a small loader. I'd often love to look at the telehandlers there, bigger JCBs and the likes, but this is just... My yard's not the biggest, so we need something which is going to be very nimble to get in and around. And this certainly does provide it. That's why it's not the best though if you want to do any other loader work with it. For example, you can't really put a... you can't stick a bale trailer on the back very comfortably and cart bales with it, which is why we now have 2 loader tractors as well, which will be able to take care of all of that work without any problems. But yeah, it's less than ideal on that front. Okay. That cow has been right stubborn little thing. Weather's really been good for the cattle as well. They're looking great at the moment. They're also really benefiting from having that that warmer weather, that drier weather outside. Milk production is going up, which is fantastic. Really love to see that, and we're hoping that will continue. But yeah, they seem to be happy. We're still feeding them because we do need them to make sure that they get their full daily allowance, really, which will really allow for an improved milk production still. But they really do benefit from being outside. When the sun's shining, there's extra sugars being produced in the grass, which they're obviously consuming and making it all the better as well. So long may that continue. Get around there. The slurry tank is, despite us emptying out that temporary lagoon we have, or filling the temporary lagoon, still quite a bit in there. So we are going to take a full load down with us when we head on down to the grass fields we're going to get onto. A lot of the first cut silage ground, well, all the silage ground does have a good bit of growth on it now. It's really starting to come through, but we are going to try and stick another load of slurry on most of it just to really kick it along, with the hope and the aim that we don't actually have to do any more fertilizer on there at all, which would be ideal, let me tell you. I'll be over the moon if that's the case. Come on. Excellent. Shouldn't take too many more to get this filled up. Like I said, we're just taking around the corner there. We're going to keep a little bit of muck up here. I'm toying with the idea. We are going to try and get some more spring cereal in the ground. Now, if we do, I might spread a little bit of muck on it before we get the plow out, which will be in the next few days if that's going to happen. So we'll see how that comes along. But yeah, it's certainly an idea I am toying with. But yeah, so that means the 77 is going to come out and we'll take it off the Keenan, which means that ideally I do really need to find a good mixed feeder wagon tractor. Now, I don't know, I did mention previously I'd love to find like a John Deere 3050 or something of that size. I have a few options for that, but I'm not sure from a budget if that's going to really work. So I am open to suggestions. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see, do let me know. And I'll recommend what you're using in your own experience there. What's been good for you there, and we'll see what we can do. But it's definitely something I need to get on with, that's for sure. And hopefully sooner rather than later. But yeah, let me know how you go. I have found a couple of John Deere's, a 3350, which might be pretty perfect. All it's going to do is sit in the mixer wagon, so it can be something old as well. And you know, always have a look through and see what we can find there. We'll put one more. Oh, you see, one more bucket load into there, and I also need to tidy up that there as well. Out of the way. So literally that cow has not moved for the entirety of my time clearing out the shed, so that's really handy. But But yeah, we'll just put this load in here and that'll about do it, I should imagine. Alright, excellent. Whilst we're here, we're just going to clean out that shed as well. But before we do that, we'll get that shut, I think. Excellent stuff. So have you been anyway? I hope all is well. Do let me know down below what you're getting up to. Of course, always very intrigued and fascinated to know how you're getting on, what you're working on as well, what the weather's like where you are and what you're driving. All of the usual questions. Let's get this all tied up here. Wonderful. Excellent stuff. And so for now, because we can't quite get back into the usual parking spot, we'll just leave this up here, I reckon, for now. Let's just fold this up here. Excellent stuff. So that's job number 2 done. We're just going to take this load away very quickly. And see us about getting ourselves out there in the slurry tanker, I should think. I'm looking forward to getting this John Deere onto the sprayer, onto the spreader, get some good work done with it there, because I think it's going to be a very nice little fit for that. But yeah, just a very nice clean tractor. I love how clean and well kept the interior was, for sure. And it's coming along, just need the mud guards on there, like I say, and we'll be golden. Looking really good. Oh, there we go. It sounds beautiful in our exhaust when you do give it a bit of the beans. But like I say, we're just going to there. Now you may remember a while ago we actually got that cleared out. I think I even brought you along for a bit of the ride there. We borrowed the same big muck spreader. I think it's a big French manufacturer. Oh, that's a bump. And we'll probably do the same thing again to get this covered, with it likely going just down the hill there before we bring the ploughing on that. But before we get any of that done, we'll just get this all tipped out here. Not too much here, but it'll be good to, might as well, if we're going to start drilling again, get it onto the field before we do, I reckon. Alright, let's head around the corner. Now this, as you can see, I did spray this off before the winter, so it is all still dead. It does need ploughing over, as does the one down the hill there. So we'll get to it. The plough is ready to go, really. I just want to get this grass work done first, and then we'll get in with this, I would imagine. So up we go. Now we're going to go and I'm going to park this up in the yard. I'm going to fill up the Juskin on the back of the 68. I'm going to take that for a drive down to the first field of grassland that we're going to get stuck into, from which we'll be able to get the rest of it done. We're going to fill up from the lagoon whilst we're down there as well. And if need be, we could just, I'm going to put this back onto the Abbey tanker so we can just keep that lagoon filled up. Because we've got it for a month, so we're going to use that as much as possible. At least a minimum of a month, because we might try and get some another month or so out of it if we can get another application of slurry onto the silage ground once it's been cut. So that's what we'll look into. I'm just going to sling this trailer into here first. Around that. Where's that bucket? There it is. Oh, now you nicked it. And we'll just about leave this here, I think, and then we'll be good. Alright then, folks, we have made it down to the sheepyard, really, or the old sheepyard. We're going to start in this field just here, but in order to do that, I need to kind of back into here, really. So we're just going to be a bit of an obnoxious farmer for a moment. put my hazards on. You can see we've still got plenty of bales left over from last year as well. So we're not going to run short, but we're going to make plenty. And we'll just get off the road here. As you can see, it's a little bit big to try and get into there without taking this approach. We'll just go straight back in like this. That's fantastic. And crack out the hydraulics. Perfect. But before we get going as well, as you can see, the grass is really starting to come along actually. There's a lot of tall shoots. We just need to thicken it out a bit at the bottom there, get some fresh shoots coming through as well. So it does want just a little bit of assistance, a little bit of a helping hand to get it on its way, which this Slurry should do wonderfully. So we'll just crack on in. Alright then, and that is us for the most part away. Off to the races we go. So we did fill this up in the pit there, but once we get this empty, we're going to just empty out that lagoon. It's probably got 2 or 3 loads in it as it stands. Like I said, Terry's not in at the moment there, he's not feeling very well, but hopefully we'll be able to get a fair bit of ground covered myself, the one-man job today. It's still early in the morning, and we'll see how we get on there. And we'll just have to interchange between this and the 66, which I have already put on back onto the Abbey tanker, and we'll see how we get on. Fingers crossed, hope for the best, that kind of thing, I imagine. But yeah, so far so good. Just gonna dial down that speed a little bit. Perfect. It is nice to get back out with the tanker though, and hopefully we'll really improve and crack on, make a fair bit of silage here. I see no reason why we shouldn't. Let's get this turned off a bit. There we go. And like I say, more is more with silage there. We can always try and sell some at some point there, but we always like to be in a position where we have a surplus, rather where we are at a big deficit. So we'll be looking good for that. Through we go. And we'll see how we go for the rest of it. Already under half of a tank. We're going to keep on with this field here. We are applying quite a thick good load on here, but we'll continue with it anyway. Somebody at some point has stolen a bit of fencing that put this boundary up against my neighbour's field. I don't know quite why, when, or what happened, but there was a little bit of old wooden terrace in there. Like not even fence, like an old terrace type of thing. It's just gone missing. So I'm not quite sure what's happened there. I don't know if I want to know or if I'll ever find out, but there you go. For now though, we're going to leave it here. Thank you ever so much for watching. I have been Frank, your humble host. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have and you've yet to do so, don't forget to hit the like button. Smash that subscribe button. Simulation for the Nation, who always agrees and very kindly agrees to host everything. And we'll see you all in the next one. Which is, I believe that's me empty there as well. Stop. So, until next time, have yourself a great day. Enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you later.